You have something special. You're watching this right now for a reason, because you have something of value. This is your time. And as you begin to look at yourself and look at your goals and look at your dreams, decide that you're going to focus on your strength. What is it you want to do? And decide that you're going to master that you can say to yourself, I got this. This is my space. And when you do that, when you find something that is your passion that turns you on, when you do that to the best of your ability, they said that success is doing what you love to do. You do it so well that people will pay you to do it.
Don't listen to the naysayers. Everything I ever did, the thing that I heard out of people's mouth was, that's impossible. That can't be done. Oh no. That is exactly what I heard, and of course I proved to the people that it can't be done. And when they said it's impossible, I heard it is possible. I'm a strong believer of what Nelson Mandela said, that everything is always impossible until someone does it. Well, I'm going to be the one, I said to myself, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show it to them. Maybe it has never been done before. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm going to do it. And I did not listen to the naysayers.
Success is about building a world that looks the way you want it to, nobody else. Every time you hear no, it moves you one step closer to a yes.
Failure is part of life. The difference for me, though, is I look at failure as a stepping stone to success. It's a speed bump. I know I'm going to fail, but it's not failure if you learn something.
Success is not how far you got. Because, see, you're going to be disappointed all the time. Because somebody always further than you. So now you'll forever be disappointed. Success ain't how far you got. Success is how far you got from where you started. Now, what you cannot do is bury yourself by using your success compared to other people. You can be successful, but if you constantly looking at somebody else, if I look at Oprah money, I start feeling bad about me. Because I ain't got Oprah money, man. Oprah got $1 billion.
When you ask self-made millionaires what sort of work do you do, they'll often say, I've never worked a day in my life. I just do what I like to do. Whenever you find people who are really successful in life, they're people who do what they love to do. They love their work. The great rule for success in life is to find something that you love to do and then find a way to make a living doing it. Now, when you find what you love to do, it'll be something that gives you energy, it motivates you, it enthuses you. It's probably something that you were meant to do from the time you were born.
What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. I've come to find out is that, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
How many times have you had a great idea, didn't do anything about it, and then a year later someone did something about it, made a lot of money, got the promotion, etc. So when you have the idea, the inspiration to act, it's time. Act. And you don't have to know it perfectly. Your goal in life is to get in the game. You don't have to see the whole blueprint. You just have to see the next steps, the next steps, the next steps. And if you keep taking the next steps, eventually you get to where you want to go.
So you got to find out what you love and then work harder than everyone else to be good at it, because it shouldn't feel like work if you really love it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like time, you don't even feel time when you're doing something you enjoy. But when you're doing something you hate, the shit moves crazy slow. I've never seen anybody put in 100% and lose. I've never seen that.
Feed what I want to do, feed where I want to go, starve the negativity, starve the destructive behavior. It'll die. What I feed grows. The greatest tool you and I have as people, and this is what makes us unique beyond every other living being entity that has a heartbeat on this planet, every other animal, every other germ, every other specimen, I don't care what's out there that's a living organism. What makes you and I unique is whatever we put our time and our focus into grows. What we feed will build, and what we starve will die. Time and focus are the most two valuable tools we have as people. Because if I can learn to focus my time on something and my energy and my intention on something, it will magnify. If I take that magnifying glass and I put it on that piece of paper with that sun, the time and the focus will burn that thing up. And everything that you face in your life, it's the exact same way. You don't have to be the most qualified. You don't have to be the most gifted. You don't have to be the most talented. I don't care what your past has been. I don't care what you have been through. Begin to take control, put your time, your focus, and the energy on the objectives that you want to create for your life and go get it. And I don't care about anybody's negativity around you. Drown them out. Be the shark around that prey. You circle that thing over and over again, and you don't let anything distract you. You are a genius. You have the ability to process, to think, to decision make, to create. You are a unique, very unique person.
Don't stop running toward your dream. It's very important. As you hold on to that dream, there are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. It's very important for you to know that. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day.
Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself, and don't be afraid to be different, man. You ain't got to fit in the crowd. Why are you following everybody when you were clearly meant to lead? It's always better to just do your thing. And I don't care what situation you done got your life in, you can turn your life around, because it ain't ever too late.
It's the fear of failure, not failure, that holds you back. The rule is this, is there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. Is when you try something that doesn't work, you get feedback, not failure. The failure makes you smarter. So what you do is you say, oh, that's an interesting bit of feedback, and you pick yourself up, and you move forward, and you have more feedback, and you move forward. To become a self-made millionaire, you're going to fail over and over again, year after year after year. But your brain has a cybernetic mechanism, which means that every time you try something, you get feedback, which makes you smarter. And eventually you reach the point where you're too smart and you stop making mistakes. You start to do more and more things right and fewer things wrong. But you can't get there unless you have experienced the failures. Self-made millionaires look into every failure for something good. Second is, self-made millionaires always seek the valuable lesson in every setback or obstacle or temporary failure, and they always find the lesson.
You have to develop your mind that you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. Number two, you have to practice the principle of OQP, only quality people. You earn within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. People rub off on you. When you go for a walk with someone, something happens. Either you adjust to their pace or they adjust to your pace. Whose pace have you adjusted to? But the other thing that's really important today, he said, develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you begin to tell the world who you are.
All of you have this gift. Identify it. It's the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's what you should be doing. What are you gifted at, and do that?
What people think about you and the possibilities for your dream is none of your business. That's their business. They have no imagination, ladies and gentlemen. Attitude is it can't be done because they haven't seen it. They're judging according to appearances. The people that are going to make it in the future, the people that are making it today, let me share something with you. History is being read, but it's also being written by people with imagination.
Most people want to be happy, but their habit is to be worried or pissed off or frustrated or stressed. And so they've got a highway to stress and they got a dirt road to happiness. So I wire myself. I've got a highway to gratitude, which changes all your emotion. When you're grateful, you can't be worried. You can't be fearful. When you're grateful, you can't be angry. And anger and fear are what screw people up most in their relationships, in their life, in their business. I do 3 minutes of gratitude where I think of 3 things I'm really grateful for, and I associate. I don't think of it over there, I feel it.
It's possible for you to live your dream. It's necessary that you associate with winners, that you work your system, that you are relentless, that you never give up. It's you. You've got to take personal responsibility. You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this. But you've got to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. You know it's going to be hard, but find out what will make it worth it for you.